Okay, I'm making this video about B3. This is a 1962 B3, and it's a very special organ for me because when I was 6 years old, this was the first keyboard my fingers ever touched. This was bought brand new at Joseph Horn's in Pittsburgh, 1962, by my brother Don. And he used this to play in bands during the 70s and stuff. Matter of fact, when I was 12 years old, I made my first public performance on it. I sat in with his band and actually played the solo to Evil Ways on this thing. And up to about, I think about 4 or 5 months ago, my brother had it sitting in his game room for 30 years without even playing it. So he gave it to me so I could put it in my studio. And Don, he put a whole bunch of different things on this thing. He was an engineer, so he had a lot of money. So during the 70s, he added whatever he wanted to this thing, whatever was available. And one thing, it's got a wah-wah pedal on it. Let's see, right here. It's it works with a lever. All right. And what I'll do, I'm going to sit the camera down and I'm going to move this back and forth here a little bit so you can hear the sound that it makes. And it does a lot of pretty neat things. And so this will just give you an idea. Oh, wait a minute. So that's some of the things. He also has what's called an intercussion, and that's this thing here, which works with gives you different types of percussion, and it's pretty interesting. And also he has the an overdrive knob that he put on this thing, so he could take it. He could take this thing and really run it hot. Let's see. And if you use both hands on the keyboard, you can get that deep purple sound with it. And then what he did was he took the percussion control knob that's on the back of the preamp, and he moved it here so he can control various amounts of percussion. All right, and so it does some things here. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna set this camera right here. Hopefully it'll fall off. And I'll do a little bit of couple things that this thing can do. And okay, this is with the overdrive. If you run it hot, that's how you can get it. Not with a percussion. By having a percussion knob up here, you can control the amount. So by using that, you can control the amount of percussion you want. Then this is called the intercussion right here, and I'm going to go through the various buttons on here and give you an idea what this thing does. And it does some pretty neat effects. It's Another button. Another one. Another one. This is a cool one. Another one. Another one. And this is regular organ. And your standard percussion. Second. Third. So there's some of the stuff it does. Has a percussion repeater on it. That's by using these knobs here. And what's pretty cool is raise the volume. So that's some of the stuff that this he has put on it. It's also, it's got some Fisher reverb built into it. And there's usually that's kind of like where I like it. So that's some of the stuff that this organ has on it. The organ itself has been sitting around for 30 years. I've done a lot of work on it. I still got a couple things I gotta take care of. Another thing that I'll just lightly on is the Leslie has been. This is my brother built this Leslie, and kind of patterned it off of a 900. But what he needed something that was going to be able to play keyboard, bass, and handle it. So he built this one custom, where it's like 5/8 plywood, and it's all glued together and screwed, and it's got a 15-inch SRO. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in here, but it has a 250-watt Bogan amplifier in there, and I'm currently not using the Bogan because the amp itself is 30 years old and it's got the original tubes in it. So what I'm using right now is I'm using a small Behringer amp, and I'm using a PV power amp, and I'm bi-amping it. And that's right now what I'm using to power it. So basically a total 600 watts. And so if I really want to kick this thing, I can really power it. So that's about it for this Hammond. It's pretty cool. It's a 1962. And as soon as I get everything going on it, I know there's a couple of things I need to work on, clean it up a little bit more, and but she's a sweetie, and it's actually the first keyboard I've ever played, so it's like really awesome that my brother gave me this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you. God bless.